Hi folks, Patrick Barrett here, your favorite driver education guru, and of course author and creator of the ever popular Driver Ed in a Box. And so once again, we're still continuing our series on the parts of a successful lesson, and this one's on part 2 still. And it's about demonstration. When you introduce new learning, a lot of times you want to do this by demonstration. You've talked about it, you've looked at the video, you've watched the video with your student, you've answered their questions, you've gone through the commentary terms you're going to use today, you get out in the vehicle, and then you're going to practice. And there will be times when you literally will demonstrate it. One, either you get behind the wheel and show the student how you want them to perform the maneuver, or secondly, as they're going through it, you actually stop the vehicle. For instance, when you're making your turns, you stop at the turning point. You stop, shift the car into park, shut it off, take the key out, and then have the student get out, walk around, and look at them and say, look, here's where the front of the vehicle is. That's where we're going to go. So our target is where? And they look way up there. That's right. That's our target. That's the path. Now notice what the direction of the wheels are. If it's a left turn, of course, you're waiting with the wheel straight. If it's a right turn, you can actually move. If you have some curves, you can actually use that space to their advantage. There's nothing wrong with teaching that. In fact, that's a great idea because you always want to use space to your advantage. But if you're sort of a square turn, then what you're showing is that the front of the vehicle is at the turning point. As soon as the vehicle moves, that's when they start to turn. And then as you go through the turn, you stop at the recovery point. Now, what are you looking for there? You get out of the vehicle and you show the student, look, here's the vehicle. The vehicle's at an angle. Here are the wheels. They're straight. What do you mean straight? They're going straight up the center of the new path. So some people make the big mistake when they're beginners of thinking, well, I got to wait till the hood is lined up first before I start turning the wheel back. That's what happens when you see them going to the right all the time. Well, the hood's not lined up yet. I can't start turning the wheel back. It's not the hood. It's the wheels. The problem is they don't have a sense of where that pivot point's moving. That's really what the essential element is. So you want them to look up ahead. When you get to the recovery point, you want them to what? Get out of the vehicle, look, see, the wheels are straight, it's time to start our recovery, the forward pivot point is going to track right up that center of that intended path. So that's what you do. You get out and you actually do the demonstrations, okay? And take your time to do this. Not a race, but it makes it so much better. For instance, when you diagram how you're going to do that, go ahead and do that. Use the forms that we created for you and in the diagrams. And then what you do is you have the student actually do the diagram. Because if they're just watching you do it, they're watching it, but that doesn't mean that's the way they perceive it. You watch, I've done this several times, so I want you to do it's like they do the diagram, it's like, whoa, now I see why we got the problem here. You're looking here, or you think it goes that way. That's not exactly how it moves. It's got to move this way. Then you can make that correction. They don't have to be an artist. They just have to get a sense of how the vehicle's supposed to move through that path. And actually, it makes a difference when they do the diagram, and then you're able to assist them to correct that. So remember, demonstrations, diagrams, use the video. Don't be afraid to stop, get out, and point out what's going on here. In fact, it'll be great, especially when you're doing those low-speed exercises in the parking lot. So this is Patrick Barrett reminding you to practice like your life depends on it, because it does. And if you need any additional resource, any help at all, go to www.driveredinabox.com. Get one of our resources. Let us help you save someone's life. This is Patrick Barrett saying bye now.